Welcome back. We have our research team ready to tell you how will all of the overnight action impact our own markets with the trade setup, the stocks that are likely to be in the news, and of course the setup on the F&O side of things as well. Firstly, Vivek joins in with all the market cues that we need to watch out for. Vivek, listless session yesterday, still awaiting more clarity on the US trade deal. But what are the cues that you're watching out for today?
That's right. Good morning, Hormaz. All eyes will be on the trade deal, whether it's a mini deal or what exactly transpired as far as, that particular and the outcome of that is something that the street will watch out for very closely. Like you mentioned at the start of the show, the US markets ended pretty negative yesterday, and, the entire Musk fiasco is something that did weigh on the stock price over there as well of Tesla. Now, talking about oil prices, now despite the steep production hike that OPEC Plus will be taking, you did see oil prices yesterday recover from day first trade sell-off. So oil prices yesterday managed to end with gains of 1.8%. Today morning's rate is what you're seeing on your screen. Again, a marginal dip is what you're seeing over there. Like you mentioned, Indian markets range-bound listless session. Markets ended largely near the flat line. A very stock-specific market is what we witnessed yesterday, and largely on the back of quarterly updates is where you did see stocks move. FMCG stocks, most of them have come out with their quarterly updates. So you did see names like GCPL and Dabur managed to outperform. On the other hand, Jubilant Foodworks, despite a good set of quarterly updates coming in over there, the stock did see some selling pressure. Today, all eyes will be on Kotak Mahindra Bank and Titan. They came out with their updates yesterday. Advanced decline ratio in yesterday's trading session was largely in favor of the declines in the ratio of 2:3. Asian markets, GIFT Nifty indicating 0.4% lower start as far as Indian markets are concerned.
Still a 40-point downtake. Vivek, thanks a lot for that. And it's still stuck in that range, right? 25,300, 350 on the downside, 25,600, 650 on the upside. So it's struggling to cross the higher end of the range. But of course, the index continuing to respect lower levels. And of course, it's not like we are devoid of any domestic cues of our own, considering the slew of business updates that have been reported over the last couple of days and after market hours yesterday as well. And Ria is joining in to list out all of that. And of course, some of the other names that you should keep an eye out for. Ria, good morning.
Good morning, Hormaz. A lot of companies have come out with their quarterly updates. First, coming to Kotak Mahindra Bank, good updates for this one. The total deposits have gone up by around 13% on a year-on-year basis, and even the loan growth has been quite strong at 14% on a year-on-year basis. So, good updates coming in for Kotak Mahindra Bank. Coming to Titan, the Q1 international business has gone up by around 49% on a year-on-year basis, and even the consumer business has jumped up by around 20%. Moving on to M&M, the June production numbers have gone up by around 20%, coming in at about 83,435 odd units. The June sales have also gone up by around 14% on a year-on-year basis, and exports have seen an increase of about 1%. For Tata Motors, the JLR wholesales have seen a decline of about 10.7% on a year-on-year basis, and even the retail sales for JLR have gone down by over 15% this time around. Two other real estate companies have come out with their quarterly updates. For Phoenix Mills, the retailer sales have gone up by around 12% on a year-on-year basis, and for Macrotech developers, the pre-sales have seen an increase of around 10%, and even the collections have gone up by around 7% on a year-on-year basis. Apart from this, JSW Infra is expected to be in focus today. The company has received an LOA for the mechanization of Kolkata port berths, two port berths with an estimated capex of around 740 crores for this one. And lastly, Naveen Fluorine will also be in focus today. The company has launched a QIP to raise about rupees 750 crores, and the floor price has been set at rupees 4,798 per share.
Ria, thanks a lot for that update. And lastly, Sudarshan joins in with cues from the F&O space. Sudarshan, good morning. What are the F&O cues indicating for our own markets today?
Good morning, Hormaz. So yesterday it was a range-bound day of trade, and at the end we saw both Sensex and Nifty closing with minor gains, while broader market underperformance led to market breadth in the favor of declines. Market advanced decline ratio at the end was at 2:3, and for today also GIFT Nifty is indicating a start with minor cuts. As far as flows are concerned in the cash market, we have seen both FIs and DIs buying. FIs have bought more than 321 crore, even DIs have bought almost 1900 crore. But in the derivative market, FIs continue to add to short positions. They have sold in the index futures, and that sell figure was almost 670 crore. They've added long positions of 900 contracts, but at the same time, they have added short positions of more than 4,300 contracts. Now, FI's long exposure remains around 20 8.2%. On the option front, 25,600 and 25,500 call have seen healthy additions, and on the put side, 25,300 put has seen addition of almost 23 lakh shares. So that's the reason support for Nifty remains around 25,300 and resistance around 25,700. One stock remains in the bank, that is RBL Bank, and apart from that, I'll keep an eye on auto ancillary because there is no mention of India in all the letters that US President Donald Trump has sent regarding the trade tariffs.
Auto ancillaries, that remains an important sector to watch out for in today's session, apart from the textile names, of course, with the 35% tariff on Bangladesh. So, interesting day that lies ahead for our own markets. But an interesting study. Sudarshan, thanks a lot for that, though. And